and so does the vice president. Go ahead, Kim.
President-elect Trump has heard from a number of world leaders since the election: Xi, Macron, Zelensky, Netanyahu. What is the level of concern that Trump may try to conduct foreign policy in this transition period and get in the way of some of the president's foreign policy priorities?
I mean, look, it's not unusual, right, for a president-elect to hear for world leaders, especially after an election win. I don't have anything beyond that. I'm not going to speculate beyond that, and so I'm just gonna leave it there.
And does the president see this election as a setback to some of the efforts he's been making to try to get the hostages released, to try to bring peace to Gaza?
So look, since you mentioned Gaza, we're going to continue to work to get to advance diplomatic efforts, obviously to end the war in Gaza and secure the release of all the hostages. That's what we're going to continue to do, and as well as our efforts to get to a resolution in Lebanon that ensures citizens on both sides of the blue line can safely return home. And so that's going to continue in the next 74 days. That's going to continue to be a focus, and that's going to continue to be a commitment.
Does this make it harder, though?
It's asking for speculation. I'm not going to speculate. All I can speak to is what we're committed to do, but that doesn't change. That certainly doesn't change. Go ahead, Tam.
Thank you. As you said, the Trump team hasn't yet signed those memorandums of understanding with GSA. Does that in any way impede your ability to help there be a smooth transition? Are there any practical implications in terms of what this White House is able to do?
Okay, a couple of things. I'm glad you asked this. So there are two memoranda of understanding under the President Transition Act. The first one is the MOU that's with the GSA, which offers services like office space, equipment, and supplies. And then the second MOU is with the White House, which outlines access to agency employees, facilitates and information. So yesterday, the Chief of Staff here, Jeff Zients, reached out to Trump Vance transition co-chairs, that's Howard Lutnick and also Linda McMahon, to make clear our intention to lead an orderly transition and reiterate the role the agreements play in initiating transition activities. Zients, Jeff, acknowledged the public comments in mid-October by co-chairs that they intend to execute on the MOUs, which both parties in the past transition have agreed to. So he stressed that the White House and the administration, we're ready to assist. They said that they were going to, and so we'll leave that to them.
What happens if they don't get signed?
I'm not going to get into
Are you
hypotheticals from
holding
here.
back anything now?
I mean, look, we're here to assist. We want to have a peaceful transition of power. We want to make sure they have what they need. I laid out, there was a reason I wanted to lay out the two MOUs for folks to understand. And look, they said they have an intent to do so. We're going to leave it to them. That is really a question for them to answer. We are ready. We are prepared. We want this to work. And so we stand by that.
And we heard from the